as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Swift will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
73.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Chris Watkins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-2. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, you're running.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Go Silver, right?
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Fights loose. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. They'll throw on first down with Hurts, escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly what.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. There he goes, left side. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Tua's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
First down, Dolphins.
Tua now on first down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Here's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Solo left side. Let's go.
In motion, Hill. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver. Call up Yeti.
Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased out left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's still on his feet. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane, 82 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Crowd left, Yeti. 73. 73. No touch.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Hey, easy. 63, pass. No touch. No touch.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly.
53 yards.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 27, Dolphins 16.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run with Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown from 3 yards out.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And they're going to speed things up here. 2 now on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Keely Ringo picks it off. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
This is caught. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith,
27 yards.
And the Eagles are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they open the lead up down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense. Has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
A nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. On play action, here's Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Dolphins.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
He dumps it off to A-Chain.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Play action, now it's Tua. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And he's caught. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looking to pass. Tua. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will cut this lead down to 25. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10.
Hey, thumbs up, alert it.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
116 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is Swift on the counter.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now back to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
The partner under the lights in prime time. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with